We got our answer from Jay.
Yeah.
Sell the
Yeah,
team
sell
in
the
all
team.
caps. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're thinking the same thing. I commented back to Jay that I liked Artie Moreno when he bought the team because he did a lot of good things for Anaheim, but he hasn't continued to do the things he said he would do. And that's where they are, where they're at.
I mean, but in the same breath, you signed Mike Trout for what, 10 and 400.
Yeah.
And the guy can't stay on the field. So you
No.
signed your centerpiece, your franchise centerpiece, your arguably MLB centerpiece.
He was on
team.
pace to be the best player to ever live. Like,
right.
Well,
and he can't stay on the field. So why would you bother to keep bringing talent in if your guy that you're building your team around isn't around?
well,
but he even did continue to bring talent.
Yeah,
look at the money he spent for Shohei
and Rendon,
and then
who's played
Rendon. I mean,
no
and that's
games.
just like he
Okay,
did.
That's fair.
He did try to
He did.
bring talent in.
He did, and it didn't work.
I think the hard thing with baseball, if you want to be like a franchise that is going to be in the conversation for decades, like it's spending money to bring players in, but you have to be able to
develop
role players and develop players in your minor league system. You just have to, because it's not sustainable to just buy the good players. Like,
right.
Every 4 or 5 years, we're going to like spend a little bit more than we normally do. And we're going to bring in that extra talented player. Like, you can't sustain it on that. Like, you have to be able to bring young players up and develop them. And then they are the young studs. They are the Jarren Durants. I mean, not that the Red Sox are a juggernaut, but that's the point, right? Like, it's a young guy that you bring in and you develop, and that is and then you supplement them with, the 1 or 2 Rendons or Trouts or
go back to those early 2000 teams, that World Series winning Angels team. How many of those were homegrown? Almost all of them, right?
Quite a few.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, and you look at the
Angels and you probably had the most underrated manager in baseball at that time too, with Mike Scioscia.
Mike Scioscia is one of my favorite managers ever. I loved him.
He never gets talked about when it comes to the great managers of that era, and it's a shame that he doesn't, because he one of the best of all time.
Yeah. But like, you look at the Angels now, like they do have a decent young core, Moniak, and you got Rengifo, who's hurt unfortunately, and O'Hoppe. Like they've got some young players that are coming through. They just
Jared Leto.
Yeah, Leto, but like pitching wise, they're still trying to find it. Like,
yeah.
And then when you're cornerstone player and Trout can't get on the field, and then your other high end guy Rendon also can't get on the field.
And Patrick Sandoval went down with UCL.
That's right. You lost Sandoval. Like it's not been an easy run for them. Yeah. John, you're right. Those 0-2 Angels, that was a fun team to watch.
Garrett Anderson,
Troy Glass. Like, they did a little bit of everything. Yeah. Darren Erstad, who's a hitting machine.
Erstad, yeah. Salmon.
Yep. Like, that was a good team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still never forget that home run that Bonds hit in Anaheim that like almost hit the back wall in right field.
And wasn't it like,
and it looked like he just swatted at it.
Yeah, and wasn't it like Tim Salmon be like, that's the furthest ball I've ever seen hit ever.
Yeah.
He never moved. He didn't even move.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Unreal.
It was absolutely nuts.
But no, that was a fun team.
Yeah.